Just
Grave Robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
strange. It's pretty cool so far. Or armor die.
Implanted spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got.
Okay. Quick save here. Ah, Quen. Good idea. Okay. Ah, okay. There we go. Yeah. Jump. Game does lack that kind of fine control of where your character goes that you want for something like jumping over impaling spikes. Accurately. Oh my god. Not the most effective, so I'm guessing it's something that isn't a Witcher. They're probably quite nasty. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Well, we're gonna play this game again, are we? Oh, I've completely forgot to put things away.
Blood-soaked. Grave Robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the Panthers at least.
Fair enough. Well, we'll take our time anyway. Have I gone the right way? I was hoping to go the other way. So I'm glad. Geralt didn't become over encumbered before we hit the spikes. That might have been awkward. Ah, I might use that decoction if I can find it, but I don't know how long decoctions last and all that kind of stuff because they're really used. So, Bean, you think? Okay. I might just. I'm going through this part cautiously anyway, just for what comes along. So I'm not too bothered about speed, but yeah, once we actually get out, probably be quicker. On the positive side, I'm guessing that means I've got some stuff I need to get rid of. Professor Moreau's theory. Since certain suspicious individuals have begun hanging around outside my laboratory, I've been forced to implement additional security measures. I suspect they are but common criminals looking for something shiny to steal and have no real interest in my research, but better safe than sorry. Legible fragment. Furthermore, on the advice of an engineer acquaintance of mine, I have decided to secure the premises with a simple mechanical apparatus. In one of the rooms along the route to the laboratory, I have installed a mechanism for locking and unlocking the doors, which is operated by pressing 4 protruding stones placed high up on the walls. I can bypass this lock with ease by using a simple spell, but a common thief will be faced with a double challenge. First, he must notice these stones and puzzle out their purpose, then he must find a way to press them. Oh, Murray, you're a dick. Down goes that beastie. In fact, I think it's time to use that decoction. Right, Rafe. Griffin, Rafe, Fiend. Oh, I've got a decent amount of time. Sod it.
Whoever was here must have scaled that wall, evaded the Panthers.
Okay, well let's go in here for a second. Absolutely nothing.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Well. There's the... There we go. Saw that one and I thought, I'm not going to be able to hit that one easily. Can't go through there. I need to find this other block, essentially. Let's hit F5. Said there was 3 of them. Where is number 4? 1, 2, oh, there's 4 of them, sorry, so where is number 4? Oh, right there. Is it? Yes.
Ah, did it.
Not the easiest to see, but too bad. Okay.
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around.
Coming in, I'm assuming I need to fight the gargoyles. There we go.
Yeah, figured as much.
Repair my sword. Yeah, there we go. That's a bunch of stuff to sell. Yes. Oh, need to do that. Oh. I do not get to kill all the other gargoyles.
Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better.
Yay, 1 of 3. Let's go left round to right first then.
Right. Now to find the next portal.
Oh, okay. The first one was left. If I go to the right hand side one, it takes me here.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Okay.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Oh, okay. So, not you.
Right. Now to find the next portal.
That one took me there. We'll go this way instead.
Damn it. Wrong again. Could be some clue around here.
Okay. So, I've definitely got the first one. Going backwards through that one.
Alright. Now to find the next portal.
I went through that one, didn't work. I went through that one, didn't work. Okay. Apart from the one I came out of, this is the only one I have.
Alright.
Okay,
The
clever.
next portal.
There's 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Must be where Moreau had his lab.
Just thought the others were a bit too simple. The game likes to be tricky.
Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals.
Okay.
Just need
One.
to pick an entry.
This. Oh, the statue points to the right one. That's fair enough.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation,
Prefer my
I would
glasses.
in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back
Oh, they're
time,
not bad, are they, the squid?
I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today,
Okay.
following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
Wow. That is...
So, the professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Two, so let's look at the third entry.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
It's pretty crazy.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble. As did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure.
Okay.
Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
I want to find the other
So,
crystals.
Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
Okay. So we can make a better Witcher. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. The so-called giant centipede. Or my only comfort in exile. Surely have I paid for my wrongs, being exiled from beautiful deserts and steppes of a hideous green country. Fair enough.
Moreau must have kept his son in here. Grim. Quite the
What a wonderful
library.
dad.
Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
Look down there in a minute. There's the other crystals.
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
Wonderful. I mean, first things first. Turn that on.
Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Moreau, you were awful, weren't you?
Just need to pick an entry.
Okay. Let's listen to the second and the fourth.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity.
Okay. Better take toxicity, apparently. We'll work with that.
Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
I was very, very obsessed. Hated the idea of his son being a
Soon
Witcher.
enough.
Just the pure concept seemed to make him feel sick.
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood.
Let's try not to fight it in the middle of God knows where. Pale Widow. There goes one. Oh my god! Cut that one in half.
Sorry, need your eggs.
That was awesome. Might need that toxicity one sooner rather than later. Oh, come on. Okay, some red mutagens. Go open a hole here. Yeah, this doesn't look like a good idea, but hell, why not? Get undressed and activate Moreau's contraption. Naked Witcher. Why not?
Intriguing as machinery goes. Gear. And how do I start to drop my armor, leave my weapons? Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Geralt died that day. Ten years later. You've unlocked the Mutation System. Mutations let you gain new capabilities, increasing your advantage over normal men and giving you an added edge in killing monsters. Learn more, open the character panel. Let's open character panel. Ooh! Press C to open the Mutations panel. Improved by researching mutations. Each stage unlocks an additional ability slot. Number of research mutations necessary to unlock. Okay. When drawn, magic, unique, and Witcher swords increase. Okay. So, for mutation research to finish successfully, you must devote the required number of ability points and mutagens to it. Choose one of the advanced mutagens. To develop advanced mutations, you must first develop others, more basic ones. Okay, yep, makes sense. So, what is this? Strengthen synapses. Improved by researching mutations. Each stage unlocks. Okay. I need multiple ability points for these. Toxic blood. Each time you're injured in melee combat, the attacking opponent receives damage. Okay. Deadly counter. Sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents. Immune to counter attacks and monsters. In all other cases, if the attacker's vitality is less than 25%, a counter attack immediately triggers a finisher. And signs can deal critical hits. No critical hits chance. No matter what, I need more ability points. That's pretty cool, though. I'm going to save those ability points then. Probably want to put your clothes back on, Geralt. Where's my Manticore stuff? Gauntlets. First-line gauntlets. Manticore gauntlets. I want Erondite. Silver sword. Don't need the silver, I need the steel. I'm just going to quickly repair. Go on, recondite a little bit further. Okay then. Mutation system seems interesting. Oh my god. Turn and face the strange. That's all done then. Very nice. Oh, come on, get out, really. There we go. Sorry. Use the fiend decoction so that I can actually move.
Show me what you got.
Sod it. It's a danger to society in some manner. Okay, so what have I actually got to really do now? Apart from obviously go and sell a bunch of stuff. These, got the rest of the new top class Witcher gear sorted out, and I've got all of these places to go visit. So, based on that, I think that's probably where I'm going to leave it for today. Then I can actually sit down and really do the main stuff now, rather than like getting the best stuff I could possibly from the start. Thank you very much for anyone who joined me. Thank you very much to anyone who watches later on VOD, and thank you very much to anyone who follows and watches any of this on my YouTube. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, well, great. If you didn't, well, there's not much else I can really say about that, apart from you wasted some of your time. But yeah, and thank you very much for Squid being here again for my being very dedicated to my Witcher series right now. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day, etc. And I'll see you again, hopefully relatively soon. Bye.